today I'm going to be bringing you up to date on the latest stimulus check news and information. Republican Senator Susan Collins is pushing for a new targeted bipartisan infrastructure deal. Food banks across the United States are bracing for a surge in demand for food aid. That is due to Republican governors ending federal unemployment benefits early, but some states are considering an unemployment benefit boost. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should the unemployment benefits in the United States come to an end? Tell me your thoughts on this in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. On this channel, I will always provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. So folks, just be sure to subscribe.
A partisan basis, working together in committees, and now the majority leader has shifted to check the box month by rolling out all of these radical left-wing proposals that have no support on my side. So obviously they're not going to pass. This year in the Senate, working together, we're trying to get an outcome on infrastructure. So
this is also the Republican Party that didn't provide us with 10 votes, Republican votes, for a January 6th commission. So what makes you think that Mitch McConnell, 5.5 weeks later, is going to change his mind?
Now, Republican Senator Susan Collins advocated for a targeted, responsible infrastructure package with bipartisan backing as a group of senators attempts to broker a deal with the White House to rebuild the nation's roads, bridges, and waterways. Senator Collins said in an interview, "We have 5 Republicans and 5 Democrats who got together to hammer out the framework for a targeted, responsible infrastructure package." Discussions on an infrastructure bill between the White House and a group of Republican senators, led by Senator Shelley Moore Capito, broke down last week after the two sides failed to reach consensus on the scope of a plan and how to pay for it. But a group of senators, including Collins, composed of 5 Republicans and 5 Democrats, that launched their own negotiations. Now, the plan includes $579 billion in new spending over 5 years, a significant increase from the offer by GOP senators, and is focused specifically on physical infrastructure. Senator Collins said that the package would not include a gas tax increase, nor roll back the changes made in 2017. Collins said one way that it differs is that it includes provisions for resiliency, for strengthening the materials that we use to build our roads and bridges, and to strengthen our electrical infrastructure. It includes some energy provisions that are important to the administration and to many of our members as well. To pay for the measure, Collins detailed 3 mechanisms: an infrastructure financing authority, repurposing funding approved by Congress in March for crisis relief, and a provision for electrical vehicles for uses of roads and bridges. However, President Biden has proposed raising the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28% to cover the cost of his plans. The Republicans balk at that suggestion. While President Biden's initial infrastructure plan included childcare and elder care, Senator Collins said that the plan from the bipartisan group of senators focuses specifically on traditional infrastructure like roads, bridges, and airports. Now, what do you folks think about the infrastructure plan so far? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Now, food banks in many states across the US are bracing for a surge in demand for food due to Republican governors ending federal extended unemployment benefits. And this is a move that will hit millions of American families. Several states across the US have started to voluntarily end federal extended unemployment benefits, as Republican governors in at least 25 states have announced intentions to do so. Missouri, Alaska, Iowa, and Mississippi were the first states to cancel the federal unemployment aid on June 12th, with the rest of the states following suit through July 10th. And that is several weeks before the federal benefits, guaranteed by the American Rescue Plan, are scheduled to expire on September 6th. The cuts will end or reduce benefits for about 3.9 million unemployed workers. Food insecurity among Americans surged during the crisis and has remained significantly higher than pre-pandemic levels. According to the US Census Bureau data, more than 19.3 million adults said in late May that their households didn't get enough food to eat. Now, experts say that we might see a spike again in July and August as Americans continue to lose their unemployment benefits. Half of all states in the country have opted out of federal unemployment benefits early, and that is set to impact an estimated 4 million workers and cost states' economies $12 billion. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your amazing support. Until next time, have a great day and stay safe.
And know where the vast center of the public stands. Not Democrat, Republican, but who we are. We're a decent, honorable nation. And I think that they have seen things happen as we have that shocked them and surprised them that could have happened. But I think they, like I do, believe the American people are not going to sustain that kind of behavior. And so I don't want to get into these statistics because, that old phrase is the Israelis, there's three kinds of lies, damn lies, and statistics. But I think it's appropriate to say that the Republican Party is vastly diminished in numbers. The leadership of the Republican Party is fractured, and the Trump wing of the party is the bulk of the party, but it makes up a significant minority of the American people. Now we'll see. We'll see. I believe that by us standing up and saying what we believe to be the case, not engaging in the overwhelming hyperbole that gets engaged in by so many today, that I guess that old expression, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. When I said I was going to deal with beating the virus, I was going to focus on that, and I was going to get millions of shots in people's arms. It wasn't me. I just knew the American people. I knew the kind of help I'd get from the Defense Department, from police departments, from the hospitals, from retired docs, I just knew. And look how rapidly we moved. Now we have a group of people who were everything from the political rejection of the notion of taking a vaccine to people who are simply afraid of a needle and everything in between. And we have a way to go. But I never doubted that we would be able to generate the kind of support we got and get so many millions of people step up and get vaccinated. So I think it is a shock and surprise that what's happened in terms of the consequence of President Trump's phony populism has happened. And it is disappointing that so many of my Republican colleagues in the Senate, who I know better, have been reluctant to take on, for example, an investigation because they're worried about being primaried. But at the end of the day, we've been through periods like this in American history before, where there has been this reluctance to take a chance on your reelection because of the nature of